Welcome to the History Lord. You join me here today and I'm in Berkeley Square in Mayfair. There's another video all about Berkeley Square elsewhere on the channel. Today we're going to be talking about a house that's behind me, and that's number 50 Berkeley Square. Now that used to be the home of George Canning, who was our shortest serving Prime Minister. He served in 1827 for 119 days and he died in office. But the thing I'm going to talk about today, 50 Berkeley Square, is actually, allegedly, the most haunted house in Britain. Here's its story. Welcome to London. Some research has suggested that the stories about the haunted house may have derived from the very odd behaviour of the house's occupants. One of them was Thomas Myers, who slept during the day and made unusual sounds in the house at night. However, it has also been noted that many of the stories about this house were exaggerated or invented by later writers to write about ghost stories. Legends about the house vary, but most versions state that the attic room of the house is haunted by the spirit of a young girl who committed suicide there. She purposely threw herself from the top floor window after being abused by her uncle and is said to be capable of frightening people to death. It's said the spirit takes the form of a brown mist, though sometimes it's reported as a white figure. There's a rarer version of the tale that a young man was locked in the attic room and fed only through a hole in the door until he eventually went mad and died of hunger. Another story is that the attic room is haunted by the ghost of a little girl who was killed by a sadistic servant. Which one do we believe? From 1859 until the early 1870s, Thomas Myers, who was rumoured to have been rejected by his fiancée, lived in the house. He lived a solitary life, and it's said he locked himself inside and slowly went mad until his death in November of 1874 at the age of 76. Whilst he lived there, the residence fell into disrepair, and it's here the house gained its reputation. In 1872, on a bet, it's alleged that Lord Lyttelton stayed a night in the building's attic. He brought a shotgun with him, which he apparently fired at an apparition. When the morning came, he attempted to find the apparition, but could only find the shotgun cartridges. A year later, the local council issued a summons to the house owner for failure to pay taxes, and it's claimed they were not prosecuted because of the house's reputation for being haunted. A piece in Mayfair magazine in 1879 alleged that the maid who stayed in the attic room had been found mad and had died in an asylum the day after. It's also said that after a nobleman spent a night in the attic room, he was so paralysed with fear he couldn't speak. It was in 1887 that two sailors from HMS Penelope decided they were going to spend the night in 50 Berkeley Square. The following morning, one of them was found dead at the bottom of the stairs. What disturbed him, nobody knows. But as he ran, he tripped, fell down the stairs and was found dead the following morning. A sad story indeed. Now, since the 1930s, when Maggs and Company have moved in, there's been no sightings or no hearings of any ghosts. But there you go. That's the history of number 50 Berkeley Square. Thank you very much for watching. We do hope you enjoy these videos. And if you want to see what we do outside of these films, please go to historylord.co.uk, see about a walking tour of London, or have a look for James's channel, which is called Last Line Films. Thank you for watching, and I'll leave you with one final question. Do you believe in ghosts and spirits? Do you?